Hey, hello, my name's Rograt, welcome back to Vintage Story, and listen, you hear that? That's the sound of silence. And I'm not talking about Simon and Garfunkel, I'm talking about the crows. The crows are gone. I reinstalled the critter pack. Seems to have done the job. Hallelujah, that's all I'll say. Anyway, look at that beautiful windmill over there. Today we're going to be mostly working on the home. I'm going to do a little area for the bees today, make a bunch of apiaries, get them ready to go. I'm also going to rework the garden, start building the forge outside, and probably put a wall around this area. I also want to have a little kind of leather tanning station, maybe around here as well. So the sun is going down. We do still have the skep on our back right now. I'm going to go put it on a lovely fence, which I've already put over here. I think the skep will go here. We can always move them, it's no biggie. So let's start by putting that down. Bada boom. We do need flowers. Oh yes. Forgot about that part. They'll be fine in the meantime, right? They won't despawn on me. Let me go grab some flowers. That's a wolf. Whoa, look at those things. Alright, cinnamon fern. You're a fern, which is a plant and not a flower, yes? Yes. Alright, I'm gonna go quickly grab some flowers from hopefully somewhere nearby. Right, we got a bunch of cow parsley and lily of the valley here. Bada boom. I'm gonna try and use mostly lily of the valley because the cow parsley is absolutely ginormous. Which, yes, that is a real word, believe it or not. Put that there. I'll leave, I don't know if there's a certain limit on how close you can put the bees together, but I'm gonna just try and do them just leave a gap of one in between. Before I do that, I need to mark out where the remainder of the skeps are gonna go. So let's grab some sticks. Make a whole bunch of wattle fences, which I've forgotten the recipe for. It involves a knife, I believe. Right? Well, this is embarrassing. How do I make the wattle fence? Remind me. Oh, so close. Alright, like that then. Just do 10 of them for now. We are going to need a bunch of wattle in the future, but 10 should do. Probably shouldn't have put these berry bushes here, but whatever. Will be easy enough to move them. One there, one there. You get the drill. Alright, so it's almost lantern time. I'm going to start by making a couple copper plates. I'm going to make a couple of lanterns. One of them I'm going to hopefully put a silver lining in, but we're going to need to go and grab a bunch of silver because this is not enough. So we're going to have to go do some quartz mining. I'm going to look for some clear quartz. And this should make 2 plates, I believe. And it might be a good idea for us to go and grab some zinc as well so that we can make some more of these torch holders out of brass. But for now, we've got a bunch of charcoal ready to rock. Let's get this lit. Spend the night doing some forge in here before we move the forge outside. Go check on our food stock here. It's not bad. Could definitely do better. Any of this? Yeah, you're going off fairly soon. I wonder if we can mix chicken. Let me take, like, say, 4 pieces of chicken. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4 pieces of red meat. And go see if we can combine them. Let's chuck some onion in there. And a little carrot. Turns out you can indeed combine the two. That's good to know. This appears to be done. So let's stack these up. I want a copper plate, please, bruv. You as well. Let's get smashing. For some reason I can't add these together. They're both copper. That's odd. Not really sure what to do. I heat them both back up. What to do? Well, Alright, well, I guess you can just go over there for now. I'll take a fresh one and put that in, see if that helps. Very bizarre. Right, there's definitely some wolves that are moving in. Probably now all the crows are gone. They see it as free real estate, but little do they know that I'm living here. Hopefully that will keep its heat. Alright, that seemed to do the trick. Very odd. Oh, by the way, leatherworking. We're going to start that today as well. Loads of stuff to do. And if we can't get the silver we need to make the lantern brighter, that's okay as well, but it would be nice, I think. We got... Okay, yeah, that is there. Cool. And... Bada boom. 2 plates. Definitely need to make a brand new hammer. And I also need to put, what is that? Oh yeah, that's oak sapling. Oh. Come over here. Let's get this quenched. Perfect. I'm hoping that we can just pick that copper nugget back up, or that copper ingot, and just put it back down. It does count as an unfinished copper plate, so we may have biffed that one. Alright, I grabbed some more of the lime here. Let's go see if this is finished grinding in our lovely windmill. Thank you for the kind words, by the way, in the previous episode about the windmill. I'm so glad the crows are gone. So glad. Yeah, I'm gonna have a leatherworking area right about here. So I think maybe if I go make some barrels now. In the morning, I'm also gonna go and grab a bunch of cattails to make some skeps, because we are actually out right now. Let's put this in here for the time being. And let's make some barrels. If I remember correctly, it's like this. Yes. I do not remember correctly. Maybe it's the other way around. There we go. My brain is... There we go. Let's make like 6 barrels. I didn't want you to put them in there, but that's fine. This is all going to be for leatherworking. We've got some oak logs left over as well. Those are going to be important. Put those away. And for now, I'm just going to place them fairly close to the windy. If you've got a good name for the windmill, let me know. Get this eagle fern out the way. And yeah, I'm just going to put these down. Alright, it's time to make a bucket. I almost forgot about the bucket. We're going to need that. So let's grab this. And we'll grab some wood. And I believe the bucket is just like this. There we go. Might not be a bad idea to make a backup as well. If we have the flax for it, that is. Yeah, we've got enough flax. There we go. That way I'll keep one near the farm. And I'll have one over by the leatherworking. I did make 3 more of the... There we go. I made 3 more barrels as well. So we have 9 barrels in total. Right here. So it might not be a bad idea to make a little temporary water source. You know what? I'm going to have one right over here where the forge will be. Put that there. And I'll put the other one over here. And I'll also put a little temporary... we'll do it here. We'll put a little water source here for the time being. Hopefully you can actually see. That is not how you do it at all. There we go. Figured it out. Right, beautiful. Sun's coming up. That's my sign to go and harvest a bunch of cattails and get this skep up and running, and then we're going to rebuild this fence, and we're going to start working on the house today as well. It'll be a very build heavy day. There's a real heavy storm coming in. Hopefully it skips us, but knowing my luck, it definitely won't. Now, I believe there's some quartz. Yeah, we've already marked this. Meteoric iron. I believe there's some quartz along here somewhere. I'm going to start by picking up the chunks on the surface. Because sometimes it's clear quartz, which means that we can use it. Here we go. Get that out of the inventory. That's a regular chunk. Really? Just one? You kidding me? Alright, well, there's definitely quartz under there. Here we go. Oh yeah, and we left this silver nugget here. Of course. There's a clear bit. Nice. We just need 2 of them. There we go. I think it's 2 of them. In order to make the lantern. Yeah. Beautiful. Alright, well that's already sorted, but let's grab some more. Right, that's enough for 2 lanterns, but I'm gonna do some quartz mining anyway. Because I want some silver. However, before I do that, let's not get distracted. Let's go grab some cattails, because I want to get these bees absolutely cooking. Bing bong. Wake up, loser. I just wanted to get that on camera. Also, we are going to need a bunch of hide going forward. And that wolf may have just outed itself as my next victim. We'll see. Alright, let's be careful around here. I know there's obviously this guy. I'm pretty sure there's another bear. This is where yesterday I thought I saw a cat-like creature. Around here. Very, very odd. Anyway, I'm here for the cattails, and then I'll leave. Okay, he's chasing a raccoon. Stay away from me. Alright, you're full now though, right? You wouldn't eat me, right? There's nothing on me. Alright, you know what? I don't want to... So many cattails here though. I'm just gonna live in ignorance and continue until I've got maybe 2 stacks. Look, there's that creature again. I'm pretty sure that's a wildcat. Where is it? No, it's a dog. Alright, never mind. Easy mistake to make. Ouch. Put your armor on, idiot. There we go. Wow, bro. Woo. Close one. Look at that thing spin. Nice. Made it back home. I'm going to drop this stuff off. And I'm going to start grinding up some flint. Because we're going to want an oven fairly soon as well. Let's double check on how we make the clay oven here. Please. Alright, so the oven recipe doesn't work. I know that you need fire clay, but if you didn't know this, you would be like... You'd be absolutely boned. So yeah, they need to fix that for sure. How do we make the fire clay? I know we need regular clay and we need the calcined flint. Really wish they put the recipe near the top. Alright, here we go. Powdered calcined flint. So we have to cook flint, I believe. Yes. Roast a bunch of flint, grind it up, and we're ready to rock. Alright, first things first here then. Let's get making some skeps. There we go. Let's make as many as we can here. Oh yeah, we're gonna need a lot more cattails going forward. I think we'll be able to make another one. No. Fair enough. Still, that's 4 more skeps for us. Let's clear some space here. And let's get some beeswax on the go. I think it takes a couple of days for the skeps to actually get populated. But you do get a little bit of the cattail back when you break them. So yeah, let's see if those guys take. And after this food is done cooking, let's start getting some of our flint cooked up so that we can actually make the oven. There we go. What do we have here? Maple. I'm going to turn that mostly into firewood, I think. Let's waste no time here and getting some of this lime water. I'm going to fill this up with 50 liters. Like so. No, obviously not what I wanted to do. Come on, game. Get it together. There we go. And then we'll put 50 units of lime in here as well. And that will convert over straight away. Now we do the same. Like so. I'm going to make all of these lime water. We don't have nearly enough leather yet, so I'm going to spend the rest of the day going to hunt for some more leather. And let me fix this real quick. Take that. Hunting for some more leather, and we're going to get that made. I think I may need slightly more lime as well. Yeah, so maybe we'll head back over to where we found this. And we'll do it like that. No. There we go. Boom. Look at that. That's a wolf. Alright, I was about to go grab some lime, but we got to deal with this guy right now. Also, because we do need the skins as well. Absolute sucker. That was way easier than I thought it was going to be. Nice. Alright, back out to the river. Sun is setting, so we can't take too long here. Got some peridotite here as well. I'm going to start grabbing as much gravel along the way. I'm going to need a lot of it. I believe, yeah, the... Okay, we got chalk here. This is absolutely fine to grind. This can also be turned into lime. It's also a delicious snack, IRL. I'm going to gather as many boulders as I can here. Without throwing stuff. And I'll go for a stack, why not? What is that? Gravel, I think. You're trapped, bozo. No, you're not. You can run, but you can't hide. I don't like the noise those things make. Boom. A large hide. Yes, please. And look at all that meat. Alright. I'm gonna take this stuff home. And then I'm gonna start mining out some of that quartz in the hope that there's more silver down there. And once we have enough silver to make a single... Actually, we're going to need a lot of silver, right, to make a plate. We're going to need 2 ingots worth, if I am using my brain correctly. Boom. You better get running. Look at this. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. Except my aim's terrible, and the fish are large mammals, and the barrel is a chasm. There we go. There's also a wolf up there, so let's keep that in mind. Right, the chalk is coming along nicely. I've seen some spookiness out here tonight, so let's try and grab some of this silver under the cover of darkness and hope that nobody sees me. And I might even go pick up that tin. Although probably not tonight. I really want to work on the house after we grab this. No. You perish. Not me. Nice miss, bozo. Don't ever mess with a rat. Alright, where's this hole? Down we go. Alright, here's our first bit of silver. Also, this guy jumped down on top of me and beat the ever-living crap out of me, so let's not let that happen again. Also, pickaxe is about to break, but I'm curious. Alright, that's 20 units. Nice. I'm gonna grab as much of this as possible. Seems like they might spawn in little clusters. Alright, I just got dinged up pretty bad there, so that's my cue to leave. Please, for the love of crap, jump on the goddamn... Thank you. I'll be back. Oh no, Botorn. Run, run, run. Juke him. Nice miss, idiot. As long as we don't encounter a shiver, we should be able to get home safe and sound. There we go. I can see my house from here. Oh yeah, we got this. Also, I need to plant my crops. Don't let me forget. I'm making up another clay cooking pot here because we're actually going to need a second one for making candles. Because once you start using a cooking pot to make candles, it ruins it completely and you can no longer make food from it. So I'm pretty happy that I remembered this. I remember this from the previous season. So I'm going to get this fired up. Take some of the grass here. We've got sticks on us, I believe. Yep. And that shouldn't take too long. I'm going to use peat as well. Very close to death here, so let's be careful. There we go. I can hear you. Show yourself. Wow, 3 shots. That's pretty good. Blue gear? Loser. What's that? I'm scared. I'm nervous, man. Quickly. Bada boom, bada bing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Get that lit. I hear something. I'm running. Okay, I'm gonna make a little bit of some of this wooden fence here. And I've also grabbed... There we go. A stack should definitely do us. I've also grabbed some of these cobble... There's a Botorn that can see me. Where are you? Where's that? But where? You're over here somewhere. Okay. That's really annoying because that's exactly where I need to be. Let's do some juking. There you are. I see you. And I'm coming for you, bozo. I did make some bandages. Alright. All good. I want to put the wooden fence around the beehive. Let's move that skull out the way. Nice. And then we'll fence this off to make sure no raccoons get in there. I am going to have to rip apart some of these hedges. That's okay. We'll do that later on. And then I'll make a little way into here with a gate. Alright, so it turns out the shivers can still get in. Are you running now, bozo? Trying to bait me, huh? Where the hell did that flax fiber come from? Did we just cut that off of this guy? What was that? Also made a little extension here. For when we possibly expand the bees, or I might put something different in there, but yeah. Got a little gate here. That's gonna swarm in one day. This one's populated. Nice. So I think I'm gonna spend the day moving the forge outside. And let's not starve to death, firstly. And let's... oh, wow. Big portion. Let's go check to see if this is done. Sure is. Alright, that's great. Let's put this... in here. Right, we now have lime water ready to rock. I also brought some of the oak with me. We're going to make some weak tannin. I think it's 5 in each you need. Yeah, after 24 hours. Nice. And this will be the strong tannin. I'm going to get some of this on the go already. Or we'll have to go cut down another oak tree. But for now, this should be good. And why don't we beautify this by putting some bushes around the edge here. Welcome to Cranberry World. There we go. I don't mind mixing up some of the berry bushes here. And we'll do it along the outside of the fence. Beautiful. Alright, I have enough here to start making some soaked hide. This is going to make 8 of the large. I believe you can get 8 large, 12 medium, maybe 6 of the extra large, the ones you get from the bears. Either way, if we want to prevent any kind of waste, which we do, we're going to need a lot more hide. So I might go try and grab some hide and maybe pick up a little more silver for the road as well. Also, just quickly, this amaranth is done, so let's harvest. Oh, it makes grain. Okay, I was not expecting that. I do need to plant a bunch of stuff today. Looks like these might be done. Yeah, the turnips are so quick. It looks like we might be able to get away with planting some more flax in here as well. I feel like the K has replenished somewhat. Oh, look at that. The cabbage is done. Never grown cabbage before. We get 2 cabbages. Seems. Yeah, 2 cabbage. This flax here is still quite fresh, but I believe this spelt... this rye, sorry, here is done. Let's grab the ones that are done. And I think there's also some spelt that is finished. Wow, I can hear that from over there. That's crazy. Also, great day for wind. Me after I eat Mexican. What the heck? Oh my lord! Who is this guy? Oh my lord. That was a close one. Thank God I made these bandages, eh? Just trying to harvest, bro. Alright, anyway. Oh, cool. Now it's raining. Gathering all this silver is going to be difficult. If we have to just make a regular lantern, then so be it. I don't... you know what? I don't want to go down there with a portal right next to us. Rift activity is high right now. So I think let's just get to moving over the forge, shall we? And also possibly getting some revenge. I don't hear him. Maybe he's despawned. Is this flax done? It's so close to being done. And I'm going to spend the evening replanting all of our crops. Because somebody told me a really great tip. In that regardless of whether or not your crops die, you will always get the seed back. So you might as well always have something planted. So that is what I'm going to do. Yeah, these are almost... One of them is done, but I'm going to wait till they're all done and harvest all at once, I think. One thing's for sure, we're going to need some more vessels. Yeah, we're getting pretty full here. But enough jibber jabber. Let's start moving stuff out, shall we? I think we'll start by making... maybe like some posts, because we're going to have to put a roof over this. So I think we do have some leftover wattle fence we might be able to use. Or you know what would look sick? Are the quarter logs. Yeah. Let's do some quarter logs. Don't want to use maple though. But in a pinch, it's going to work just fine. So basically what we'll do is we'll make some of these. That'll do for now. And then we'll grab, we're going to need a hammer and we're going to need a chisel. May as well use our copper chisel. Hammer's about to break, by the way. And we place this here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna remove this as well. I'm gonna do it like this. And let's make it... I want it to be fairly big. We'll try here for now. And what we'll do is we'll just make it 3 high for the time being here. What did you just take damage from? What? I don't know. And let's remove... Let's make all of these chisel blocks. Like so. And then I'll probably remove the backside. Right, we might have to go slightly smaller here. Ah, that's gonna bug me. That's gonna look ugly though. We might not be able to do it this way. Let me cook here. Alright, so it looks like if we do put the cobblestone in the crafting grid, we can just do it like this. Which doesn't look great, but it is something. So what I did there was I removed... that's the inside, so I think we got to do like so. Just because these look a bit beefier than just having fence posts, you know? And then we'll put the cobble in there, select it, and then put this back like this. Yeah, you know what? I actually don't hate that. And that'll probably be the height there of the roof. I'm going to put some more pillars in here. Let's get some of these cooked up. Nice. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. So that would go there if we wanted to make it square. Yeah, I think that's okay. I'll probably put loads of shelves up as well. Alright, so now that these are put in, I did want to put the maybe some slate roofing, but we haven't found slate yet. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to put a temporary... We're going to be using all this maple, essentially. I'm going to cut this into planks. And we're going to be making the maple roofing. Which I don't really like, but it's probably going to be temporary. We'll make the one roof version. Just make a whole bunch of it for now. And then we'll put it in here to convert it into the dynamic. And then... Let's see, how do we want to do this? I think that would be too low. So let's put it on top. I'm in the way, of course. Start here then. And we'll build this along. Like so. And yeah, this will be a little fenced off area. Also, how are these guys doing? Ready to harvest yet? No, not yet. But you see what I mean? I've also got the one roof hammer, which I think we can do something with. I think we need something. If we put something in our hand, we can change this block here as well. That actually is not too bad though. It doesn't bother me too much. Yeah, I think I'm kind of happy with this. Alright, now we start moving stuff in. Like this. Like this. Grab that. We're gonna have to make a new fire out there as well. This is gonna open up a lot more space in here because we're gonna want to put some ovens in here as well. So let's grab like one of them. And need to refill my pit there. Let me grab this as well. Okay. You can just go there for now. So, I have left a little hole in the middle for now. This roof is definitely going to change at some point. But let's go. I think it probably would make sense to put down some cobble flooring as well, wouldn't it? Yeah, let me go make a bunch of cobble real quick. Alright, there we go. Looks a bit nicer. I'll probably make this cobble as well at some point. Let's put the... Let's put the anvil here. Let's put the forge here. And I'll build a little fire in the corner. Right there. I need to bring some sticks back. I think I have some right here. Yes. Let's throw those in there. There we go. We now have a fire. Put that there. It's now a fire pit. We're going to need a bunch of the molds. The vertical racks is what I mean. Just going to break this apart. It's going to be quicker. And I'm going to move the coal bunker outside as well. There we go. And because we need somewhere to put these against, I think we'll put them... Requires a solid face, huh? You're really going to do me like that? Hold on, I have an idea. Right, turns out my idea didn't work, which was removing this, placing a solid block, then placing it. So for now, things are just going to be here. I may even build this up slightly higher. I think I have enough for, yeah, 2 more pieces. Just as a kind of entryway. Not much room in here though, is there? I know I'm going to have to extend this at some point. That's okay. I will need a torch in here as well, which is another reason it's good to have these solid blocks. Definitely want to make a new torch holder, which means zinc is definitely on the list to get done sooner rather than later. I'm going to start putting all of these lamellar molds away. And then all of the important stuff. Like the... Where's the pick? There's a prospecting pick. Regular pick. These can go in this one. This is the most important. And we'll put the axe and the shovel. There we go. You can go there. Yeah, it's very cramped. I may just extend it this way. Yeah, either way, it's getting dark now. So I'm gonna go in, do some cooking for the night. And then, yeah, maybe come the morning, extend this basically up towards the house. Because I did say I wanted to build a doorway that leads to the garden as well, so we shall see. Alright, while I think up what to do with that, why don't we do some house decorations here? You can go there for now. First of all, I'm thinking if we remove this, what does that look like? I believe we can fix that with this. Perfect. Alright, yeah, I'm thinking a little window here would be cool. Maybe, oh, I kind of want to chisel it, actually. Yeah, you know what? Let me make one more piece of cobble. Oh, perfect. Oh, wait, I got to take that hammer out of my inventory. I'll put you there, and then we'll chisel this instead. I'm thinking maybe something like round in the center, roughly. Yes, yeah, kind of a superficial window. I'm going to try and round this off. Alright, I kind of like that. Yeah, I'm going to do it on the other side once all this stuff's moved. But for now, why don't we get to doing a little beaming out the front? You can never go wrong with beams. Trust me. So, one thing that is always good is beaming off the door frame. So, why don't we do that? Get this grass out the way. Like so. We want it there. It feels a bit cramped. I'm gonna go up slightly higher. Yeah. We might even be able to carve something into this. But, let's go for something like this. And then like that. Nice. And then maybe we'll do some cross beams as well. Let's start by going... I need to change this over. Are these grasshoppers? I think these are grasshoppers. I feel bad. I quite like grasshoppers. What do we think about this? I don't mind that, you know. Might have to move these crates though. Alright, sun's coming up. Spent the evening just making this a little longer. I'm pretty happy with this. The only thing I haven't thought of so far is where we're going to put a torch. But yeah, I think this for now, that's fine. I also did, I ended up doing something like this. This was very finicky, so I think less is more with the beams sometimes. I also took away the beam around the door because it was causing issues for me. I like it. Hopefully you do too. Brand new day here. Some of this should be done. Okay, there we go. We have soaked hide. I gotta wait till this is done. And this. And turn this into strong tannin. Which means I need to go cut down some oak trees today. So that's what I'm gonna do. And again, I might go after a little bit more of that silver. It's time. Dog-free zone, bozo. I'm doing this for the hides right now. I did just kill a deer as well, which is very nice. That's why I have 2 more large pelts in my collection. Oh, a little baby. Alright, your turn. No survivors. Beautiful. Okay, so I cannot find any oak in this direction. I knew it was a risk. That's fine. We just find copper here though. So I'm going to go drop off these hides back home. And I'm going to craft up a brand new bronze axe. And we're going to go cut down the huge oak, which is over in that direction, near the dried up riverbed. I should also be checking areas like this for meteoric iron. Nope. Definitely want to explore some caves soon. And also the church. I think maybe next episode we will attempt to take on the church that's infested. How well that will go, I have no idea. Here we go. There's one more wolf. I'll grab this guy as well. Alright. Lovely jubbly. Need to get a roof up ASAP because this is currently exposed. So, yeah, let's not have that get absolutely destroyed if we can avoid it. Put that back there. I'm going to bring the coal bunker out here and dig a little pit here for it. And in the meantime, probably just going to put a block. There we go. Put a block over that to make sure that doesn't get destroyed. It's kind of a waste. I should have done this in the nighttime, really. But there we are. Put you there. You should be good. Alright, so I'm finishing off this step because it's been here for too long. I said I was going to finish it ages ago. So let me do this. I quite like that. It's quite smooth. I may push this gate out. This feels a bit weird here. We can definitely do better. So yeah, I will probably push this area out in a future episode. However, for now, is this cooled down enough yet? No. Alright. Fair enough. Let's check on the bees then. Okay, this is populated. Nice. We currently have 3 beehives. These should be ready to harvest fairly soon, which means we'll finally have candles. Speaking of which, ignore this. This is for screenshot purposes. Let's go take this. I really like this little window that we carved. I think that's a nice little touch. Let's go take this extra cooking. Can you go on a shelf? You can go on a shelf. That's wonderful. Right, new axe is crafted. Which means it's time to go cut down the big oak. I'm really hoping we have enough durability over both axes, but if not, that's okay. I'll grab whatever I can. The sun is setting here. Man, you can really tell now the days are getting shorter. Like, we are well into... well, we're not well into autumn, but it's the beginning of autumn. The best month, by the way. And it's chucking it down. I know there's a wolf around here somewhere. I'm kind of tempted to deal with him. God, I suck. There we go. Looks like this has respawned, by the way, but I'm not going to be using that. I don't like that respawns. There is a redwood seed in there, which would be amazing. But I kind of want to see... I've never seen redwoods. Yeah, I haven't been that far south. I want to experience them, like, properly for the first time, so we won't be taking that. Anyway, here's the oak tree in question. I have a feeling we're not going to have enough axe power, but we'll give it a whirl. Oh my lord, we actually did it. Wait, so... Yeah, alright, wow, we have, like, just enough. Ooh, this is going to be more oak than we can ever use. Actually, that's not true. And I'm going to put this in a box. There's no way I can pick all of this up right now, right? No, let's get rid of these pink bonnets, which are extremely poisonous. What the heck? And, you know what? Bushmeat? Nah, it's beneath me, bruv. Alright, I'm gonna go put these away and then I'm gonna come back. Okay, let's start here by making some more tannin. Try my best not to waste anything where I can. And again, let's put 5 more in there. That'll turn it into strong tannin. The rest of these will turn into weak tannin in the meantime. And before long, we're going to have a booming industry when it comes to leather. And I'll put the rest of these. That's got granite, that's got medium fertility, that's got andesite. Alright, turns out I need to make a crate. Alright, this should make me, yes, a lovely oak crate. Let's make sure we chuck these boards in there. Alright. And where do I want to put this? Perfect. Actually hate that placement. Don't ever do that again. There we go. And this is going to be pure oak. Is there a way to get everything in there? No, we just got to do it this way. Stack by stack, I suppose. Alright, coming back with yet another full inventory of oak. We did grab all of it, though. Oh, also, I got absolutely destroyed by, like, an entire battalion's worth of bowthorns on the way over. I've got 12 pieces of medium leather on me, so we're going to put those into the lime and get those turned into the prepared hide, ready to be scraped. Whew. Kind of want to keep one of these guys as a pet. I feel that would be cool. Right. Before I do anything here, let's put some of this stuff in here, and we've also got some leather that needs to where are we? Yeah, over here. So in here, 12 get sealed. Now you 8 soaked hide. We are going to need some more lime. Let's get that scraped. Bing bong. And then put this into the weak tannin. That'll take 3 days. It's going to be so worth it though when it's done. Alright, let me put all of this. What have we got here? 220. We're going to have so much oak. Alright, last order of business. Make a backup bow. Let me know if this actually dries faster. Drying there. I feel like it dries faster in your inventory, but I'm really not sure. What if I put it in here? Yeah, alright, I'll leave it there for now. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we are going to end this episode. It's been lots of different things going on. We've got leather industry up and running. We've built the forge outside. What else did we do today? We beautified the homestead a little bit. There's going to be a lot of that going forward. Next up, I want to try and get one more lot of farming in before the end of the year. And go on one big hunt and start getting some food preserved. As well as lanterns. We're so close to making lanterns. We will, of course, be going back for some of that silver. And yeah, hopefully we'll have a nice bright lantern. We'll probably put one in here and one out in the forge as well. So yeah. If you've enjoyed this video, I encourage you to hit the like button. Subscribe for more vintage story. And as always, take it easy.